Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I'm just making sure my microphone's on. Yes, it is. Right, today we are back with KSCRAFT and some more Halloweening, and we're going to be using parts of this set, which was from the summer June release, and it was the ice cream parlour. But we've got some add-ons, and these are the Halloween add-ons, so we're going to be using the add-ons. If anybody needs a full tutorial on how to put this together, I did do one, and I'll try and link it so it pops up after this video. Right, I'm moving stuff out of the way. Right, I have done some die cutting in preparation, because you know me. So it's always a good thing to do. Yes, indeed. I'm just trying to grab my little bats. There, I'll put them all on a pile now. Right, so first of all, I've cut this. And this is the base. And today I'm using... You have to excuse any lines. I'm still trying to clean the print heads on my printer, but this is Cartabella, and I think it's called Happy Haunting. So this is from the Snap Click Supply digital website, and you just download and print. That's all you have to do. But I wanted this, not obviously just for the colours, but because of this ghosty character, and also the other ones that have got their Halloween costumes on. So that's the first bit that I did. So I'm going to try and squeeze it all into the picture there. And then the top bit, which is also in my tutorial, and I just put the words costumes onto the arch section that comes with the die, and popped it there, and just put a scrap of black onto the back of it, and then you just kind of pop that there. So we'll do that for now. Yes, let's get that bit down. So I'm just going to go all the way around the edge. And let's try and get a nice little border, and if I can, I'm going to get it on straight. So let me hold that up to myself, and I think that's it. Right, so now we've got our little costume section right up at the top there. I hope my camera's clear, because if I drop it down any further, you're going to lose a lot of the project. Right, the next bit, and this was also shown in my tutorial, is layering the pieces up to make your little canopy for the top of your store. And you can put that wherever you want. I mean, you could have it there, or you could have it there. It's entirely up to you. And all I've done is insert some orange in there, because it does cut those pieces out. And I've laid it over some white. So I'm just going to get my double-side adhesive, and this stuff is from Dollar Tree. And what I want to do here is I want to go one piece at the top, so that it's got a little bit of dimension. Just grab my scissors. And then I want to go two pieces at the bottom. So right where that is, I'm going to put a piece, I'm going to peel it off, and then I'm going to put another piece, just so that it's sticking up higher than the top. So I'm going to trim that off. And now we can peel the backs off both, she says, hopefully. Do you know, my Dollar Tree hasn't had any foam for a while now. I hope it's going to get some back in. Right, and now I want this to be in the centre, so I'm trying really hard to look. And before I commit with my fingertips, because you do get some movement in your foam, I'm just going to go right there. And what will happen, you'll see, is obviously that bit's got two bits and the back bit has only got one bit of foam. So you end up with that. So you've got a slight slope to your canopy. Right, so that's our canopy and that's our top. Now at the top here I've decided I cut a couple of little batty bats, and I'm going to put those on there. I haven't decided how yet, and I just cut this little pumpkin and popped it onto a turquoisey back because it kind of ties in with the little bag that the guy in the skeleton costume is carrying. So I thought I would do that. So I want to put that in the centre before I do my bats. And all I did was pop a scrap of black behind it, behind my pumpkin, before popping it down onto the blue. Right, I'm going to go with that. So I've got that at the top of my costumes, and then I'm going to go in with my bat, and I'm just going to pull his little wings up a bit. I'm going to have that one there. Because I kind of like it. It's sort of like a pumpkin on a blue moon. That's the way I'm seeing it. And then I think I'm going to go down here with my little one. So now we've got that bit on there. Let's see if we can get in close. Ooh. Ah, there we go. So we've got a little bat, and we've got a big bat, and we've got our little pumpkin and a blue moon. We've got costumes, and we've got our canopy. So I'm going to pop that up out of the way while we concentrate on the next bit. And the next thing I want to do is pop my window in, and I'm using the same colour turquoise again, and I've die cut that, and I've also die cut the door. So I've laid my black, because as I told you I made a mistake in some black cardstock that I bought a few years ago, and it's really thin, but I just want to use it up, and I've laid it onto my heavy white cardstock, and I've cut a scrap of blue so that I've got a blue window, and I need to make sure that that's going to fit into there. So you need to think about your positioning of your window and your door, and I think I might come down just a little bit there. So I think I'm going to be happy having a window about there, so I'll just get stuck in and pop my glue down. And let's go there. Now the reason I popped my door there is because I want to make sure I've got room for these. So you get 2 of these in your set, and it's for boarding up your windows. But I kind of want to board up my window, but I don't want to be blocking out where I'm putting my door. So all I've done is cut these in craft cardstock. So I'm just kind of thinking about that. I quite like that. I think I like that. Yeah, why not? So I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to run some glue along there. And of course, if you've got stamps, you could cut these in white and use them. Could also make a little picket fence using these. I'm going to go down a bit there, and then I'm going to go here, because this one is going to be the one that holds them all on. So I've got my window nicely boarded up, and in the die set you also get a little cobweb. So I'm thinking my window has been boarded up for quite a while, so I'm going to have my cobweb down there. And just dot your glue just enough to hold it in position. I'm going to go there. Okay. And I'm going to use, I think, one of my sequin spiders that I bought the other day. Or maybe two. Right, next up is popping on the door. So you can see this is quite quick and easy. Once you've got your bits together, you could probably add, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes onto whatever time it is for my die cutting and gluing. So it is quite a quick make. So now we've got our lovely coffin door. I'm going to put it at a slope there. And then also in that set you get an absolutely gorgeous ghost. So now you can see why I chose the paper, because if you have a look at that little ghosty, it's very retro and very similar. So that's why I did that. Now I want my little ghost to be travelling along at the same height as the door, and I want him to go there, and I think I want him up on some foam so that I've got a little bit of dimension, just like the canopy. So I'm just going to get a piece of foam here, pop it behind, and then I'm just going to pause a second while I grab my sequins. So there he is, headed to the shop with his little bucket for trick and treating. There. Now obviously if you want to use some white paint pen or anything like that, you can highlight some eyes, but I think they look nice just black, to be honest with you. And I do like that touch of turquoise in that colouring, because it just makes it look really retro. Right, I'm just going to grab some sequins. Right, so I've just grabbed my little spiders that I shared a few days ago, and all of my new Halloween sequins will be linked below. But there's a few spiders on the table, and I just think I'm going to have spiders crawling up my canopy as well. So first of all, I want one sitting in the middle of my web, and I've got my pickup tool here. So I'm just going to have it, you know, crawling outwards like that. And then I think I'm going to have a couple on the canopy. So I'm going to have one there. Just to spook it up a little bit. And then I think I might have one running down here. So I'm just going to flip it so it's upside down. Have him running down. Like that. Yeah, I like that. But of course you could, if you wanted to, add lots of other little details onto something like this. Like you could make little nail heads for the planks, and you could do some inking. You can use dots for the eyes, as I was saying, or you can use your white paint pen and do lots of little highlights, which would look really sweet. It's entirely up to you how much detail you add to this. But what I will be doing after, and as you saw me do with the original ice cream parlour one, is just cut another background, which is the arch rectangle shape, glue it behind, and it will become a jumbo card that will stand up. Now I do know that a lot of my glue is not dry yet. There we go. But we've got our batty bats, we've got our pumpkin, we've got our little spiders, and I just think that little ghost is absolutely gorgeous. That's just going to look beautiful on a card all on its own, isn't it? Maybe you could ink a moon behind it as it trots along, and you've got some black silhouette stamps that will create some spooky trees and stuff going on in the background. But I just think that is so cute. Right, that is what I have for you today, and I do thank you so much for joining me. As usual, all links below, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.